Oh, game launching. I'm hyped. NLTP action round 2 here on Joke TV.
Alright, and players spawning in. Got a rolling bomb mid, which will probably get defused as teams go for that. A rolling bomb for who we got?
3, 2.
For the blanking on the name. Soviets, and there we go. And Goose for Existence. Both rollings get diffused, so Existence has a slight pop advantage at the start. Center looking to get the button for Ann, possibly. Wins it. Ann's past 3. Gotta get a return on Husky here. NEU Husky. Don't get it though. Ann has to stay alive. Ann is somehow staying alive. Takes 3 defenders to take Ann down.
Where was regrab?
That's a good question.
Oh, they were defending.
Yeah,
I was looking at the wrong base.
Looking for the boost block, doesn't get it though. Center has 4 to beat. Maybe gonna look for a round of power-ups as they spawn soon. Looks like that's what he's gonna do. And trying to block NEU from getting that mid-pup. All 3 juices. 2 to Soviets. Gets sniped from behind by Kaduk.
I'll call him Kaduk.
Kaduk. I like that. Ann's coming in past 2. Solid blocks, not quite. Both returns happen at the same time. Kaduk's out top.
Kaduk has been playing offense last season. This season, I think he was a defender. Ooh, we have our first reset of the game.
Not too uncommon, but both teams have been holding pretty strongly so far. Beaver running the button for Ann. Gonna come in lane 2, past 2. Center nice block. Good Tickler can't quite get the block on NEU. Next round of power-ups. 2 tag pros for Existence, but Chief Beaver's gonna grab a rolling, see if you can use that. Looks like they're gonna use a tag pro to get out of base. Osgod trying to maybe lead him in.
I'm super against the tag pro lead when there's flags that are out of base. I really don't think
it's really risky, especially considering FC is rolling bomb, but I suppose it worked.
Nothing productive about it to me. Normally with the tag pro on Smart, I like the tag pro getting butt and just letting the flag carrier out top, getting back on regrab.
Yeah, it's not really a great map for leads considering all the different ways defenders can come in at you. Especially with 2 tag pros, it's pretty risky.
This is the first capping opportunity. Everyone got ahead. That's thanks.
4 to beat now. Power-up's coming up though. I'd like to bomb in top maybe. Into a spike. Good Tickler is gonna grab a rolling though. And he looks to be out of base though, and is. Gooch has to stay alive, but he has a rolling, so it shouldn't be too hard. Center's an on regrab. And Frank can't use that tag pro effectively. Although, proceeds to get 3 tags with it after I say that. And he has to stay alive to prevent a cap. Center in a return for cap scenario. Although, Existence catches up.
Husky putting on some moves.
Yeah, I'd have to say both teams have shown some pretty more than competent flag carrying so far.
Or pretty bad defense.
And yeah, the flag has not been in base for very long for either team. Like to have a reset here though.
Is Anne Frank using his mic?
I don't know.
I think he is. I don't know why he typed that.
And Center's out top with a nice button from Anne Frank.
Now,
although
the second cap that NU Husky has saved with his crazy
Yeah.
jukes around 2 people. It could have been 2-0 if he wasn't so competent with the flag.
Decent chance here. Pass 2 with 2 blockers. Looking to boost him off the wall. Good particular with good positioning. Ozgad's going to come in top, though.
This looks like a cap.
Should be a cap if they can hold the blocks. Oh,
Yeah.
Shape forgets the button.
That was a weird decision not to take the boost straight in.
Probably could have made it before they got there. Well, the blocks were not entirely there, so maybe that contributed. Another round ups. Haven't really seen power ups play a huge role in this game, although Existence just got 3 pups, 2 juke juices, and a
If
tag pro.
Ozgod gets ahead, this will be a cap. But he
Oh,
missed
messes up the boost, but stays alive. Ajax looking to clear out those OD. And
Here it is.
just threatens them, really, and Ozgod puts in the cap. Gooch doesn't
Right
quite
when you were talking
get the
about
snipe.
power-ups.
Yep. That's always how it works. Commentator's curse.
Or blessing.
True. Another reset here. See if the defenses can hold the flag and base a bit longer. Neither team to break him in or prevent yet, and we're already 6 minutes into the game. Sinner's out top again. NEU with good positioning, though.
Yeah, I've been really, really impressed with the offense for the Soviet ballers getting out
Yeah.
top on a really consistent basis.
Ozgod putting on some moves and some missed snipes. This is... And Frank distracted by pups. It's going to be another cap.
Yeah. You really need to get ahead of the flag here. I always told my novice league team, even though that obviously didn't work out too well, caps are the #1 important thing. Pups are #2.
Ajax and Sinner into a spike. Kaduk pushes, I think, Gooch into the spikes, and it's another cap for Existence. Sophie's been able to get the flag out of base, but haven't really gotten any capping opportunities or converted on those opportunities, the few that they've had. And Frank looks to be up past 3. Ajax with a nice curve boost, and Frank boosts into the bomb. Quick return, it's going to be a nice cap. Sinner taking the regrab out. Past 2 already. Looking for the blocks. Goes into a spike though, and Frank doesn't get regrab, opting for the mid pup instead. Gets rolling though. Diffused. Tracked down by NEU Husky. And Frank using that tag pro to get Shave Beaver out of base.
Dang. Really stellar defense by Existence. And Kaduk really screwed up the block there, though.
Shave Beaver winning a tag pro. Ajax with the GQs. Looks like Soviets are going to be able to get the flag out of base if they use this tag pro effectively. Ozgod puts on some jukes but can't quite get anywhere with them. Tanner is coming in lane 2. Ajax catches that with help of team tiles. Oh, bad spike from Shave Beaver. He was out top, probably past 3. And they're out top again. This should be an easy cap.
Manhandled Kaduk.
I have to admit, the support offense from the Soviets is killer, but they don't have the cap to show for it.
Sinner just pushed Kaduk into the gate and then buttoned him.
Existence has to start lifting, clearly. And Frank bombs NEU Husky into the boost, and then into the spike, and then brings it into a
Wow.
cap, killer blocks. And they're only down 1 cap now.
Now this would be a crazy comeback. Sinner's got to push it and give Anne
They
Frank
could make this a tie game. Don't have the blocks though, NEU Husky using the QQs. This is probably the last chance they have, keeping all 3 around to block. Osgod, clutch
3,
OD play to get the win.
Definitely a really, really good half of Tag Pro there.
Yeah. You can see at the top of the leaderboard, Gooch Tickler with 15 returns, almost double. Actually double everyone on Existence, or the best on Existence rather.
It's weird though, because it really looked like in the beginning of the game that Soviet ballers are really deciding the course of the game. They're the ones with most of the hold, most of the prevent. It looked like they had a few regrab train going, but it just seemed like disciplinary problems are what made them blow it.
Yeah.
Going for pups instead of getting on offensive defense, grabbing right after a return. So with a little more discipline on the Soviets, which I'm sure Fuzzball will be talking to them about, this could be really, really close for the next game.
Yeah, I mean, you clearly saw that they can get caps when they want to. But yeah, Existence was certainly, I think, taking advantage of the Soviets' like positioning issues and the, I guess like 2-on-1 blocking stuff. Like they were converting on the easy opportunities. It's up to the Soviets to not give them those. We'll see if both teams can keep the flag in base a little longer this time around. I think it may have been some of the issues that Anne Frank and Sinner, I think it was Sinner playing offense most of the game.
Yep.
Were getting the flag out of base, but their flag was not in base. And also NEU Husky was coming through in the clutch with some jukes a lot of the time, so I think the defense needs to step up for the Soviets.
Definitely agree. Even though it's normally not a huge talked on issue, I thought the blocks on the Soviets' behalf were really, really stale. You really gotta commit to a block, commit to a direction to push people out of the way, really, really go out there. And they were kind of just being limp with them. It wasn't allowing for good capping opportunities.
Yeah, I think they may have gotten it down by the end, because I do remember, I think if there was at least 1 or 2 solid blocks or caps with solid blocks, but certainly at the beginning of the game they weren't really creating good opportunities. The defense wasn't creating great opportunities for the offense.
So I have a question for everyone on stream. Please type in a chat what you think. I'm in a Tag Pro League, a fantasy football league with a few novice league captains. Should my team name be Legion of Boombox or Le'Veon and LeGarrette hit the bomb? Yeah, I'd really appreciate it. I'm going back and forth between both, so let me know.
Both excellent choices, in my opinion.
Thanks, K42.
No problem.
Game 2 starting right now.
Even pop split this time around. Juju's mid, Tag Pro for each team. See that boost to the mid pup, and Husky looks to have better spawn.
I think everyone on that team had a better spawn.
Yeah, and certainly enough, NEU wins it. Shape Beaver doing some blocking in the team tiles.
Love it.
That's great, actually. And Frank's out top. That was an interesting boost, right into his spike.
Really weird.
Pretty uncharacteristic.
I don't even know how you could screw up that boost. Oh,
Sinner's out.
Past 3.
Osgod does a good job of shedding the blocks, though. Just being there to annoy the flag carrier as they're trying to cap, really. And Frank is trying to... Sinner, I think it looked like Andrew was trying to juke to wait for Sinner to come get the button, but couldn't quite stay alive long enough. And looking defense is settling it in a bit more on prevent. Power-ups could change that, though, certainly. If the offense wins them. And power-up advantage goes to the Soviets with 2 tag pros. And Frank's going to go out top with the help of that tag pro.
This is
Some returns and a spike. That's a cap for Frank. So Soviets coming out. It looks like they're coming out a bit stronger this game. Maybe they had a pep talk or focused up a little bit. But they're looking a lot stronger. Maybe even shedding some nerves.
I never know what to do in this situation. Oh, but I never have 3 defenders coming with me in that situation either.
Yeah, those kind of top sides of lane 1 are rarely used because most of the time you get out top, you're going all the way. Because it happens so fast, really. And Frank with a nice little boost to win that pup. 2 tag pros for the Soviets again. Existence gets a tag pro though as well.
There's some discipline issues on the Existence side. Both offenders were near the flag when that pup spawned. Both of them completely forgot about it, allowing Shaved Beaver to get that tag pro.
Yeah, and certainly pup controls I think is going to be pretty big. As we've seen, it can make some caps. Last game, as right after I said nothing was happening off pups, so kind of a little cluster down the bottom right. And Frank looking for a nub step, maybe?
Oh.
Ajax putting on some nice moves. I think it's the first kiss we've seen so far.
And it's a good kiss for Existence because Ajax is a defender, so you really don't want him holding the flag that much. You want him chasing.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see if these regrab chains keep getting set up, that if teams look to go for some kisses and play anti-regrab. I don't know if that's something that the teams have worked on at all, but I think both teams could probably utilize it at some point if they're good about it.
Yeah, typically on Smirk it's a little risky. I'd use anti-re normally when there's 3 people on offensive defense. I'd like to put a 4th on anti-re. As long as there's no grabs. Cinder's coming in past 4. That's going to be another cap.
Oh, I missed what happened there, honestly. Was just some quick returns? Or?
It was Cinder being really good and Existence being really bad.
Yeah, look
Osgod.
So nice boost.
When Osgod says OMG, is the G he's talking about, is that him? Like, oh my Osgod? Or...
Huh. Does Osgod look up to another god?
Is Osgod monotheistic? These are all really good questions.
These are the questions that we could be asking the post-game interview, clearly.
You know, and Frank only believes in one god.
Right. But that god is not Osgod.
That isn't Osgod, that's just God. Sinner doesn't believe in any god, or maybe he believes in more than one god. He's sin.
Depends on what religion you're talking about here, but yes. Because you can be a sinner in any religion that...
I guess. So maybe he does believe in God, but he does maybe tickles gooches of the people he shouldn't be tickling gooches of.
Meanwhile, while we're having this interesting discussion, almost nothing's happened.
Well, everyone
lots
forgot
of
about the
regrab.
puff, and everyone forgot about the left puff.
Sinner has a good chance, though. Could do a kiss to stay alive, but should be easy. Yeah, and this game has been dominated by regrab, really. Just constantly keeping the flag at a base, and both teams have really strong flag carriers who can really, get the flag at least out to keep the regrab train going.
It all comes down to defensive discipline. As you can see there, Kaduk and Ajax both really committed hard, and that's not really sustainable. Yeah. They both got to really slow it down and just be patient, waiting for the flag carrier to make the first move. And that's how you're going to get resets on Smirk.
Yeah, then just containing them backward, really,
It's all about the
Don't-
push.
Don't go for the returns. Whoa, nice boost block there.
It's
It's
a
gonna be
top
a
10 play by Anne Frank over there.
Yet
That
another.
was really, really good game awareness, really good risk that he took there, and it led to a nice Soviet cap.
So it's definitely looking stronger this game.
Yeah, the Soviets have been dominating on all phases of the game.
Existence looking for some 3-0 strats. Almost works. Osgod, yeah. It's an interesting bomb choice from Guticular. Osgod can't get through though, so it's gonna be another reset. Existence has to start capping or getting opportunities soon, really. It's interesting to see the different offensive approaches. Soviet's definitely going for a very standard, I think, support on that button. NEU Husky making defenders miss left and right. Oh, it's a good opportunity. Kaduk lays down the blocks in lane 2, and that's going to be a cap.
Very good awareness by Kaduk, clogging up lane 2, clogging up actually 2 defenders so that Husky can walk it in. Northeastern represent.
Sinner's out with a rolling bomb. So is Osgod.
Probably a return for cap on both teams. Not anymore for the Soviets.
Sinner with some nice boosting around to make space.
He's been holding the
himself.
flag really well this game. Stay on that flag tile, Kaduk.
And somehow making NEU miss from about a half a tile away.
We might get an existence reset here. Gooch Tickler, not the greatest spy carrier holding the flag right now.
It's more power-ups. Osgod's going to be past 2. Past 3. Nice
Once
blocks.
again, taking advantage of the sleeping Soviets getting pups instead of staying on OG.
Yeah, it's interesting almost that the power-ups haven't played as big a role this game, certainly. And I think it's, well, 1 cap per game that they've really taken advantage of that. The Soviets going for pups, so.
Yeah, that all really comes down to discipline and communication. You got to say 2 on offense and defense. If only 1 is there, you got to be yelling, hey, help him with the out, come here.
I'm also thinking that the defenses have done a better job of just keeping the flag in base, also not letting the Soviets go out lane 1, as they've been doing so much. Although Sinner is going to take that in. Nice boost block from Goose Tickler.
I liked it. I always
Just
go for the
ensure
style
the cap
points.
was there. Yeah. Nice precaution.
So with the tag pro for the Soviets, that looks like it might be the dagger. We will
Unless
probably be
Osgod
looking
can
at
work some
1-1.
magic.
Wow.
This could be another cap, actually, if Osgod has to stay alive. Chief Beaver not doing much to help.
Oh,
Gets it, though. Sinner's probably just going to like to hold it out, although...
No.
And as soon as I
go for
say
the
that, he's
style
going to bring it
points.
in. Kaduk cannot... Oh, Kaduk, and stays alive just long enough for NEU to get the snipe, although 3v1 blocks here. I don't think Ajax is going to be winning the button.
1.
A very last second insurance cap. Stat padding cap more so than anything, I suppose. Soviets take this one, 5-2. Again, Gooch Tickler and Frank leading the leaderboard. Gooch with a decap even, on top of his 17 returns.
You're always going to see the return leader on Smirk, the guy playing flag defense, on top of the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Now, the thing to look at here on Existence is a few unforced errors. I saw a lot of spikes, a lot of unnecessary times getting popped, and they should really tighten that up. And also, they lost the power of battle 13-7. So
Yeah, I think, like you're talking about, just discipline is really a big factor in this one.
But yeah, I really like the way Anne Frank and Room for Sinners has been really, really dominating. They've been carrying the pace of the game, not letting any Husky and Osgod do their thing that they normally do. Osgod's maybe gonna have to consider going monotheistic after this one, to Ajax's dismay. Ajax is actually the grandson of Zeus. Fun fact.
Lots of religion-related names here, or at least be tied in some way or another.
Kaduk is actually the god of Canada. The Canadians all worship Kaduk.
Sure, it's not just like, you know, someone lesser than the king.
No, he's the god.
Okay.
I don't think the Canadians have a royalty system anymore.
Are they technically under the? Are they technically under the Queen of England?
I don't think so. Or I might be wrong. I'm not Canadian. I'm sorry to all the Canadians I'm offending during this stream. Or no, you know, I'm not really sorry. Like, people get offended too easily.
Should probably know this.
Ooh, Game 3 Doge TV starting right now.
Hype. Tied 1-1 so far in games.
I think this game will be a make or break game for Kaduk, because I think if he doesn't play too well, they're going to decide to put in Mornin.
Is Mornin here? I haven't been paying attention, honestly.
He's in Rumble.
2.
I didn't see him in the group, actually.
Have advantage gonna go to the Soviets big time. They win the rolling mid, look this bit confused. And quite aggressive off the bat. Maybe gonna look to grab if they can get.
That's what I'd do if I were him.
Yeah.
There we go.
Could be out past 3. Yep, and sure enough he goes top. And NEU has to stay alive yet again. Although Ajax has a nice time of bobbing him into spikes.
I don't think enough people grab with a tag pro. It's an easy grab and an easy way to get out of base.
The one risk you do run is, of course, getting spawn killed by someone just spawning underneath you, but yes.
Yeah.
Offensive defense being very patient there. Good job by Existence. And it's waiting on that boost, waiting for regrab to get set up. No threat of getting returned though, so boost out a little early. Going straight for the flag, looks like. 4 peoples. Almost seems that at least one of them is going to be blocking the lane, but I'm sure it would have been a sick play. Tag pro for each team.
Now, what's going to happen here is Existence is going to want to keep Sinner alive, because once he spawns in base with that tag pro, he's going to be fucking shit up, leading to an easy cap.
Yep.
So they did a good job of playing the tag pro.
And you doing a good job of getting out top. So
Why?
Opportunity.
Why didn't Anne Frank grab there?
I think probably saw the defender spawning and good communication from the defense. Let him know that the other FC was out. Anne's out. Probably didn't look to use that boost, although Ajax cuts it off. Missed the snipe. 3 to beat. Blocks aren't really anywhere.
2-on-3 blocks are really tough. Oh, the manage? No.
Almost.
Ajax killed Kaduk in a really unfortunate play there. That might lead to a cap.
Distracted by power-ups there. NEU goes for the rolling bomb, although Sinner can't quite hit the boost to get in. And has 3 to beat now. And maybe looking for a boost block.
I'm confused as to why Shaved Beaver was A, off the fag tile on regrab, and B, on regrab with that tag pro. Because if he went on defense, even Spike himself and Spawn, that would have led to a cap. But Anne Frank is going to come in. Osgod with a heads-up play getting button.
Nice job there. Certainly seems like we've seen a lot of action going through that first lane. I suppose it creates opportunities quite quickly if you can get them.
Yeah, it's a high risk, high reward kind of deal.
Because, I mean,
you could
you have
risk
to be really...
losing a regrab train, or you could just get a quick cap.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're already... Like, it takes a lot of awareness to be able to get out through 2 and catch up using the team tiles if someone's going through lane 1. You basically need to be going before you see them going out in the top lane, which is kind of counterintuitive.
And Yuhaski does a great job taking rid of that boost, leading Osgod. Now Kaduk really needs to get to regrab. But
It's a smart
type
type kiss there, although both run out.
Yeah, Kaduk didn't go for regrab. Osgod needs to stay alive, but everyone spiked, so he'll be good. People need to stop spiking. I don't know if it's Radius being laggy tonight or what, but...
It's quite possible.
You don't want to see that.
I feel like it was almost overcrowded last night, which is for the minors games, maybe, so...
Yeah, last night I couldn't even play. I went to play it anyway, though. Bench represent. I feel for all you guys out there. We are the 20%.
Duke. Oh, Ajax has a chance. Oh, barely get the button, though. Shave Beaver there to make the plays.
Oh, Osgod being a puss with that juke juice and not grabbing. Maybe it's because he knew that there's a tag pro on the other side of base, but I thought it was a little of a puss move.
For once, the Soviets didn't get out top. Yeah, that 1v2 juke grab is a risky decision, but
by the time he would have gotten the grab out, it really wasn't 1v2 because both defenders were further down. But I think he hesitated and saw both of them come up with him. Decided not to.
Scoreless game so far. Neither team really getting a whole lot of opportunities. A lot of regrab. And the few opportunities have been mostly 2v3 or coming in top against OD getting the button. So not really a whole lot of like missed opportunities per se.
Well, here comes an opportunity because there is a tag pro coming on offense. Got
fresh.
Really late. Oh, sloppy play by Ann and Sinner.
Yeah.
Sinner's going to try to
clear out base. Alright. I mean, it was a fresh tag pro, so I wouldn't have been surprised if he tried to hurry up over and maybe get a tag out before Ann got out, but Osgod has a chance here. Actually, he's gonna boost. Oh, Stickler.
Osgod. I hope you're not gonna rewatch this stream, or I hope you do because you really should. But I'm gonna be a little brutal on you. You've been sucking at boosts today. This has been maybe like the second, third, maybe even fourth time where you got really trapped in that corner between either the team boost or the bottom boost over there. And for a game like this, I would have expected a little more discipline with the boost getting them. He got a nice button there, and he's out past 3.
And going for QQs. Gutting off free for that, which is certainly a risky decision, as always, but... Did Osgod
he just
bomb off the corner next to the spike?
Yeah, I'll call that a skill bomb.
Planned.
Crosby's done it every game before. Osgod watched some of his videos.
Doing holding pretty well. He's clearly taking offense to what you said. Ends up with a good kiss.
Holding is one thing, boosting is another thing. See, NU Husky's got that boost, and he's going to be out past 3, coming in for the cap.
Block's not there.
Juke's right there.
Combination of the two weren't there. Osgod going for the rolling bomb. And also making, plays off that corner. What was that? That was the bomb to the boost to that little wall next to the spike. Jeez. Pulling out all the stops here, both teams. Osgod kind of just staying alive while Sinner has that rolling bomb. Good contained by existence there, and just general patient play, waiting for the rolling bomb to run out, and Osgod not being hasty with the flag, just being perfectly content with staying alive and defending that opportunity.
Existence only has a minute 30 to prevent this game.
Yeah, Soviets, once again, doing a good job of getting the flag out. Osgod is out top of the rolling. Duke hits the bomb, but Oz is going to be coming in bottom now.
Oh, Kaduk just threw in Frank.
Ajax, couldn't get the blocks, but gets it 2 returns back to back.
I thought
sloppy play by the
Kaduk
Soviets,
and
really.
Ajax, just when I was ripping on the defense, they really made that cap happen. They did a fantastic job.
Looked like Kaduk pushed Ann into the team boost there.
He threw him. He grabbed her by her little neck and threw her.
Yeah, I mean, that one cap could be the difference. Remarkably low-scoring game after the first 2. I mean, there certainly haven't been high-scoring, but I'd say high to average for a Smart.
Big round of pups here. Kaduk gets the mid-pup tag pro, going back on defense, which I really like that decision. It'll keep the flag there if they get this return until 19 seconds left on the clock.
Sinner had to leave for some, maybe lagged out. Mega Man comes in.
Osgod fucked up the boost again. He hit the corner. And it might cost them the game. Nope.
Gets the return, and Frank has one last chance with this tag pro.
Wow, Mega Man subbed in, who's actually a phenomenal player. He had a really good B team outing.
And grabs with somehow almost lived there.
2.
That'll be the game.
1.
That's going to be existence with a 1-0 victory. Yeah, and I think that game, I mean, Goose Tickler with 3 minutes of prevent, it was like, I think both defenses largely, I mean, certainly the Soviets kept the flag in base. Existence was on and off, but
yeah, I'll give big ups to the Existence offense for playing really good offensive defense, preventing any capping opportunities by the Soviets. And definitely with that cap, Ajax and Kaduk both had really nice plays. Kaduk throwing in Frank off that boost, and Ajax getting the double return for the cap for Osgod to walk in.
Yeah.
Osgod, you got to work on those boosts.
Maybe I'd imagine it's nerves, because
That's
I mean,
what it has to be. Nerves or lag, because yeah, Osgod is a phenomenal player. He is definitely an essential part of the Existence #1 record in the East Coast. So
yeah, and I mean, like, playing in the playoffs, is Osgod? He's not a rookie, is he?
Osgod, I don't think so. No, he was on I think a Pop Culture. I think last season, or I could be completely wrong. I have no clue.
Should probably know more about the teams that I'm commentating on, but certainly, though, nerves are a big thing to deal with in the playoffs. And I remember last year, which was B team playoffs, but it was my first season of competitive, so, nerves were totally,
yeah, same here.
Controlling me.
It was my first season for capital punishment last season. I think it was one of the most nervous I've ever been playing Tiger Pro in the playoffs. The most nervous I've actually ever been, I was actually shaking when I had my narrow field masters battle versus Beast Dot mode.
Oh, yes.
Currently the dot. My hand was actually shaking on the computer. I was so scared. I didn't want to lose my name.
Makes the jukes unpredictable, I guess.
Yeah. What's Kaduk doing now? It looks like Sinner's back.
That we're going to see any lineup changes. Both teams have clearly shown success with the lineups they've been playing. They just have to, get it going. There's clearly no lack of chemistry.
All discipline and execution.
Yep.
Power-ups knowing what to do when. Yeah, they gotta relax and have some fun with it. Because mistakes are bad. Mistakes could really, really fuck things up.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
I hate watching games where the outcomes are like decided by unforced error.
Yeah, I mean, like, Smirk isn't like a overly random map, so, I mean, nothing is really random other than power-up spawns, but like, people always talk about Wormy being more random because of all the bombs in base and stuff, and to an extent, I think, like, things like that can really affect it, but Smirk's a pretty, like, standard map. You're gonna get how you play, like.
Yeah, absolutely. In my opinion, it's like the second most map like that to Boombox. Boombox is like the #1 map. If you're ahead, you're staying ahead. But Smirk also called #2 most like level map where there's no randomness. Hey Doke, or Q42. I don't have the stream up because it screws up my thing. What do people say my fantasy name should be?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't have it up either.
Can you figure that out for me, Doke? No way. Alright, you guys have to say it again now. Legion of Boombox or Levian and Legarrette hit the bomb? Go.
Looks like we're about to get the game started. Soviets have to win this if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive. I mean, I suppose a tie and a win would also make them tie overall, but really, if they want to win this, if they want to advance, they have to win this. Tag pro mid will probably be pretty important to the first, to the start of the game. Osgod's gonna win that. Osgod looking to lead NEU Husky. Gets him past 3. All I have to do is lay down the blocks on Sinner. And there, that's a great cap for existence. Using those pups to their advantage.
This is really crunch time for the Soviets. This is the season on their line there. They need to do everything. They need to live in the moment. They need to win, or their season is done.
Technically, a tie will keep them in it if they can win the next game.
No, ties are for pussies, though. We don't want to tie here. Here on Doke TV, we only like wins. Oh. And Husky had a dank split. Unfortunately, due to the angle, he had to take that boost and it let him right into that spike.
Looks like 2 rolling bombs and NEU grabbing juice. Sinner's gonna get Anfrink out top again. Ooh, and boosts all the way down.
I love it.
Back up. Still free to block. Not gonna really create anything there.
And as a minors level player, he's played in minor leagues before. He knows his boost routes, and he's really putting on a show with them right now.
Sinner gonna be past.
Shit, Beaver had a sick block.
Yeah, I saw that on. So much going on, honestly. It's hard to keep track of it all, but yeah, Soviets flag carriers like to have their game together.
And Frank
Certainly,
is holding the
after
flag
that cap, I
super
think.
well.
After that cap, I don't think they've stopped holding. And imagine they're going to be able to capitalize it on some point. And boost in, doesn't even need the rolling bomb.
That was
Great
a
boost.
fantastic move.
Although, HX looking to lead Kaduk out with that Tag Pro.
No, but I do love what Ann is doing with the flag right now.
Oh! Kaduk somehow staying alive.
Yeah, as I said before, he was always an offender from what I remember, so... He's definitely got the moves like Jagger.
Existence gets looking to get the flag out and start something, although good return from Gooch. 1v2 blocks, no boost to take. Nothing's gonna come out of that. Sinner's waiting on that boost. Maybe waiting for the next round of power-ups. They're able to grab mid, and Frank's gonna grab a juice mid. Sinner's gonna grab a rolling left. That's a good opportunity. They have to get returns here, though.
Really good move Shave Beaver did. Boosting in front of the flag like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Shave
And the
Beaver,
thing
I've
get this
actually
return.
never watched him play Tag Pro before. I've actually never really even heard of him before, but he's definitely an underrated guy to look at who's been playing pretty soundly, especially this half.
Yeah, I think it's it's so easy to get like in a pretty negative mentality when you're down a cap, especially when your season's on the line. But Soviets done an excellent job getting back in this game, and now they're up.
No, this is where superstars are born.
Interesting. Oh, and Ann's gonna go back for regrab. I was wondering if they're gonna keep three to block.
Now Cinder should just hold and wait for pups, but no, he decided to force it. Probably wanted mid pup.
Yeah, Existence winning pups that round, getting a rolling, well, 2 rollings, 1 diffuse, then a juice. Osgod's out past 2.
Oh,
Ajax with a defensive rolling bomb.
Of using defensive rolling bombs. Really, really nice.
It's a thing of beauty there.
Great play.
And this is tied up. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how long the defenses can keep the flag in base, because I think this middle of the game is where it's like you can easily take like a 2-cap lead off a good regrab chain or lock it down and prevent anything from happening. So. Sinner doing a great job of forcing Osgood into the boost. Hello, and gets returned. Looking for that. Pop gets it. Hello. Worth?
I always think so. Like, at one hand, he ruined the regrab train, but he probably would have died if they got that juke juice anyway, so I think that's a good move. And now he's using that juke juice to maybe get out of base. With 4 MD, it might be a little tough.
Oh, my goodness.
He did it. He got it. Oh,
Ajax. Though. Clutch play.
I think he took the team boost through team pass all the way up to 1, a boost I see most of the time offense using. But that was a fantastic heads-up play by him, saving a cap.
Definitely. I mean, after the Sinner somehow juked his way out of past 4. Wow, they're killing that support offense game. I know I've said it before, but I think Sinner and Ann have gotten each other out top. It goes both ways, too.
Yeah, it's not like normally
they've both done a fantastic job.
Ann's just going to push it. He doesn't want that rolling to run out. Here it comes.
Imagine.
Ooh, another double looking thing.
Sinner has to stay alive here, though.
This might be a
top.
Cap.
Ooh,
wow.
Another bad boost. It's little things.
Oh, now Eddie Husky's gone. Oh, and now he's back.
Must have been lag. Let's see if the Soviets can capitalize on this power play of sorts. And Frank getting his own return. Past 3.
Past 4.
Past 4.
Ajax is the only one who can save anything.
Shave Beaver blocking the boost.
A cap.
That's gonna be a cap. NEU is not in the game. This could be a really unfortunate turn of events for Existence. Oh, they call timeout, yeah. Play does continue until the flag is returned. This could be another opportunity. Center with a rolling bomb. Yeah.
Almost got moon ghosted there, but managed to get the cap.
Yeah, and that presumably lag issues really hurt them there.
Interesting rule here, because the losing team called time around 140, it's still going to be rounding it down because they were losing.
Correct. Yeah. I think it's obviously to prevent like strategic timeouts to give yourself more time, but it can come back. It can be pretty brutal, especially in those kind of scenarios.
And you Husky's a little angry, going to his engineering student roots and being angry.
Complaining about computers?
He said, pass 3 top and I fucking lag out, fuck that shit.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
And Kaduk said, nice beat us.
Yeah, so I believe it's going to round down to a minute, so this game is likely going to go to the Soviets, and it's going to force game 5. Because unless Existence can pull some magic, is generally speaking, even if they utilize the fresh round of power-ups to get a cap, it's unlikely that they're going to be able to get 2 off of it to force a tie. So Soviets likely have this one, although I don't want to jinx them.
I do. Game 5 hype, boys.
And we're gonna get back into this. I'm having some issues joining. Looks like some of the players are too, actually.
Yeah, I'm not in. Oh, here I am.
There we go. Radius may be having some issues. The pop advantage is going to the Soviets, though, so unless Existence can pull some magic. We're gonna see game 5, I'd imagine. And going super aggressive, grabbing with that tag pro. Osgod's passed 2. See if they can get the blocks. Oh, that's a bad flaccid. That's gonna be a cap for Existence. And he grabs. He's gonna be able to boost out past Gooch.
This is where heroes are born. And you Husky going into the cap.
Oh my goodness.
Tying the game.
Wow.
What a turn of events.
And they have another chance here. Osgod's out past 2. If they can win this game, get another cap here, they'll win the series. Although Anne Frank's out top. Wow. They're going to force a tie, it looks like. 2 caps after that timeout.
3, 2,
wow.
1.
I think that's one of the most action-packed minutes of Tag Pro I've seen in a long time.
That was absolutely absurd.
Did that just happen?
I think so. I'm still kind of in shock, to be honest.
In 23 years of broadcasting, I thought I'd seen it all, folks. But it looks like Peter LaFleur has actually blindfolded himself. No? No love for dodgeball? Okay.
Nope.
Here you go. He won't be able to see very well, Cotton. Yeah.
So we do have a game 5, although it's a bit one-sided, as Existence can tie this and they'll still, if I remember correctly, it's Yeah, so if Existence wins or ties, they'll take the series. Soviets have to win.
That's absurd.
Alright, we're getting underway, it looks like. Existence really doing the clutch there. I think I'm still absorbing what happened.
Yeah, I'm in shock. I don't know if it was just a mega choke or just a fantastic play on Existence's behalf or a little of both, but wow, that's how you finish a half with 1 minute left.
3 tag pros to start this half. Should be interesting. Gooch Tickler getting the advantage for the Soviets.
Osgod missed the boost mid. Please don't hate me after this, Osgod.
NEU kisses the tag pros wisely. It's so interesting to see how after we see 2 caps in a minute in the last however long. Yeah, just 1 minute. We saw 2 caps in this game.
This is why they say NEU Husky the big bucks.
Wow.
Very nice boost spot. And a really unfortunate boost by Anne Frank to knock all of his offensive D out of the way.
I should just clearly stop talking because whatever I say isn't going to happen is going to happen. Or, well, I mean, does this mean I can just, like, predict the outcome of the game by saying the opposite of what I think or want?
You're like that episode of Fairly Odd Parents when Timmy's mom predicts the weather. Oh, no, except she predicts things right. And spiked himself.
I think this is like next level commentator's curse stuff. Kaduk with a rolling out past a few. And boost into a spike. Certainly have been some spiking issues for both teams. Although, you've certainly chosen to highlight Existences. Ajax, maybe if he can get out of this. Can't, but offers enough time for... Somehow.
Wow. Why did he leave?
I'm lagging really bad. The players might be lagging as well.
You think? That's probably it, because that was the sloppiest everything on both teams I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Sinner left the flag tile.
Let's just call it lag. Oh, and Frank with some nice jukes on Kaduk. Looking maybe to boost in or off the wall. Oh, wow, that was really close.
That .25 is huge.
Counter cap opportunity. Sinner has to stay alive. Interesting choice to go all the way. That should be a cap. Existence taking a 2-0 lead. Soviets need to start playing. I imagine they're mentally a little... Wow!
You know, as an offender, you have to love when the blocks are real. And at that time, at that moment, the blocks are real. Beautiful split block.
So real. Yeah, I think the Soviets are probably just mentally a little worn after that fateful minute. Like, I'd imagine they had a serious mental, readjustment after that. Confidence can be pretty dangerous, I suppose. Did not get regrabbed, maybe use a tag pro lead, although tag pros run out and they're gonna go back.
Now, do you know what happens if, let's say, the Soviets pull a miracle win off here.
It goes to overtime of some sort. I'm not sure of the format.
I'm gonna get. It can't be. Oh, it's another 10-minute game. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's right. Well, at the rate this game is going, probably not going to see that. Existence looking pretty damn strong.
Don't speak too soon, Q42.
I'm curious. I mean, I'm really impartial here, so I'm kind of curious to see what I can do. Or, I don't know. Well, I feel really guilty if, like, this Soviets come back to win this. The Existence players hate me forever. I mean, the Soviets probably already do.
Yeah. I know Osgod hates me.
That's true. Oh. Getting some pretty bad lag, and that is the server that both teams seem to be playing relatively.
I don't know if it's my mumble or your mic, but I can't hear what you're saying.
Possibly my internet. Because I just got some pretty bad in-game lag.
Yeah, my FPS has been weird. I just rose to 80, which I guess is better than 60, right?
Sure. Soviets getting the pups, but they're all rolling bumps. Or
yeah,
two
the
of them,
Soviets
rather.
actually have twice as many pups as Existence this game, but it seems like all of them are rolling bombs that automatically get defused, which is like super unlucky, but...
I mean, both teams have been doing actually really... almost... I mean, sometimes we've seen too well a job of getting power-ups. Or at least fighting for them. You've maybe seen one power-up missed by, like, 10 seconds at most. Which I think for novice is, like, pretty solid. Although... Ooh. There's a good chance, but I don't really know what happened.
Now this is a cap here.
Ooh! It's just poor positioning.
Yeah,
Particularly did not stay between the FC and the flag tile. Although, proceeds to put down some pretty... Ooh.
Oh, come on.
I was gonna say,
way too many of that.
put down
Put
some
an
pretty
Osgod
nasty
in
blocks to get center on the base, and then just proceeds to spike. And Frank the tag for lead. Ooh.
Now the risks in tag for
And
lead, you have no one ahead.
Can't hit the boost to get ahead. 4-0 with 3.5 minutes. I mean, it is anyone's game, as we've seen, but Existence certainly looking strong.
It looks like Anne Frank is going to have to go back to the attic after this one, because his, in my opinion, phenomenal performance, unfortunately, is going to go to vain, as Existence is finishing this game out really, really strong. Getting another cap, which looks like the dagger
this
here.
Should be another cap, yeah. Yeah. Like, if not by then mentally, although Cave Beaver. Oh, Osgod boosting for the button.
Hey, he could hit that boost, I guess, because there was a spike in the way.
Ouch. Well, he hit it well to prevent a cap, so.
Doke, do you do post-game interviews? Alright, awesome. We're going in. We're storming the channel after.
And Frank laying on some killer blocks to get Shave Fever out.
Doing what he's been doing all game.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And-
Gooch Ticker's got to hit Kaduk there. Oh!
Oh, Shave Fever misses the flag. That's rough.
Oh, no.
And he Husky
Another
hitting that spike again. I think that's at least the second time this game. And Frank's out top. I feel like I've said that a lot.
Yeah, the Soviets been going out top a lot. They've been doing a real good job at it, though. Husky's there to push him back, though.
Could be a good chance that they can get a quick return on Osgod. Oh, Ajax with a... Oh, Osgod!
Put in the juke to the juke.
And he boosts off that little wall next to the spikes. Pulling out all the plays.
Osgod's gonna walk in. Oh, wow. And Frank took that bomb through the team tiles.
Sends the defense in the spike, grabs, gives enough time, and gets out.
Osgod's holding the flag really well right now. Better avoid the
That was
boosts.
an impressive individual effort from Ann to prevent that cap.
And it looks like this game is going to be coming to a close with Existence on top. Really, really, really props to them for that incredible Game 4 comeback to make it a tie. Even though I guess in the end it really didn't matter all that much, but it probably absolutely destroyed the Soviet ballers' momentum.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been to the Great Wall of China, I've seen the pyramids of Egypt, I've witnessed a grown man satisfy a camel, but never in all my years as a sportcaster have I witnessed something as improbable, as impossible as what we witnessed here today. Congratulations to Existence, going to the semifinals, representing the East Coast against the winner of the Black Work Orange Whitecaps game. We're gonna go in for some interviews. They're saying good job. Sportsmanship is big here. Alright. Want to go to Existence B, and I'll message people to come in? Let's do it. Oh no,
Sure.
they're all out. No, let's go to A.
In row Existence pulls it out in Game 5.
Here we go. All right. So first I really got to talk about that Game 4. What the hell happened there, and you Husky?
I don't really know. I think I jiggled my Ethernet cord, I guess, because I was past 3 top, and I went over the boost, and then all of a sudden I didn't accelerate, and I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. And then I kept trying to refresh back out of the group and come back in, and it just kept saying duplicate group. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but I mean we bounced back pretty well when we had that 1 minute 2 cap comeback. So that was something else.
So yeah, you were down 2 with only 1 minute left to go. I don't know how you could really be optimistic there. Ginseng, what did you say to your team? Oh, you don't have a mic. That's mad awkward.
Yeah, he's muted right now. So.
Can someone explain what Ginseng said to you guys, or typed to you guys, to really put you through that stellar?
Well, all he told us was to calm down, pretty much, because we were frazzled after what happened to New Husky. He just told us to calm down.
Yeah, the specific thing he typed out was "all good." You guys still got this game. So not much. It was kind of succinct, but it was enough.
And NEU Husky, I'd definitely call you the most valuable ball of that game. You put on a really phenomenal performance. What do you attribute to you guys winning, and why was it your education at Northeastern University?
Well, clearly it was my education at Northeastern University.
Great school.
No, I mean it was definitely. I would not say that it was me at all. I mean, Kaduk stepped up huge after he hasn't been around for the past couple weeks, and then we called on him tonight in the morning, wasn't going to be able to make it. He stepped up in a big way. Ajax and Osgod both have been doing phenomenal all season, and they did it again today. I don't think it was by far not me. Oz carried me last week. He carried me for a lot of this week. So I think our team, just whenever someone kind of has an off week or they need some help, you got a guy there to pick. That's all there is.
Neo and I are basically tied. Our backs are tied to each other, so we can carry each other.
Yeah.
It just switches from week to week.
Yeah, whenever one of us gets tired.
Yeah, so congratulations, guys. Really, really solid performance. Do you have any rooting interest for the game going on right now?
What's the score going on right now?
I have no clue.
I mean, it'll be a good game either way. I think we're slightly better friends with Whitecaps, but no bad blood with Blockwork necessarily.
No, just trash talk. It's all good fun.
Yeah, just a game.
All right, so congrats. Yeah.
Thanks.
Good luck next week. Yeah. Thank you for watching Dr. Doke's Dank stream. Hopefully he'll allow me to come on anymore, even though I do not think I will be allowed after that. I apologize to Osgod for ripping on you so hard. You actually had a fantastic game. Good luck. And yeah, thank you mostly to the viewers of Doke TV. Without you guys, we'd lose all of our sponsors. We wouldn't be on the air anymore and all that jazz. So remember to stay dank. Don't hit the bomb too often, but you got to remember to hit the bomb at least once a day just to keep you guys going. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week.